What's up, everybody? Big Mike here, Crazies on the mic. On this episode, I take a step back and I let Sarah take the reins. We bring in a special co-host, a childhood friend of hers, and let's just say they take a trip down memory lane. And we find out how ghetto and gangster Sarah was back in the day. Also, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, rate, and review on whatever platform you're listening to us on or watching us on. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you'd like to support this podcast, hit that support link in the information on whatever platform you're listening to. All the support is greatly appreciated and helps us to better and further our podcast so that we can keep bringing you great episodes. So once again, I hope you enjoy, and we'll catch you on the next one. Sarah, please count us down.
All right. Do not disturb on? Check. Crazies on the mic? Check. We are on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, we'll see how that goes.
There we go.
So today's special guest is a really good longtime friend of mine, Natalie.
Hello.
I also call her Nate Dog. So I thought she would be super nervous about this. She's pretty ready to go. I'm like, I can't breathe. Why am I nervous? And I think the reason why I'm nervous is because somebody is not with us today. And that, as you can see, I am in his chair today. I am in Big Mike's chair. And so I'm running the show today. It's about to get crazy. We're about to do things my way. Yes. So yeah, it's going to get interesting really quick, really fast. So making sure my mics are on. Yep. See, the sticky notes are working unmuted. So anyways, so I decided to have Natalie on today because we had a good time yesterday. So this week has been really, really exhausting for me. Work, family. There's been a lot going on. I've been really stressed out and I needed to unwind. So I hung out with Natalie yesterday and we decided we were going to go swimming. Well, Houston is acting a dang fool, acting like we're in a rainforest and we're getting bombarded with rain randomly. We look at the weather and what did the weather say?
Clear.
We're literally getting rained on and looking at the weather and it says
Nothing.
And we're right here by the dome, where the satellite dome is for the weather, and still said nothing. And it's pouring, wind just flowing every which direction. But while we were there, we were drinking, and we started listening to some old school music. And well, that was fun.
Yes.
Made us reminisce on the back in the day when we were growing up hard. We lived a rough life.
You're going right in.
Yeah, we lived a really, really rough life. And yeah, I remember we used to have our beanies on and our starter jackets on. Natalie has a set of twin brother and sister. And they were 2 years old and they had matching tricycles, red tricycles. And me and Natalie were rolling on them tricycles with our beanies on and our starter jackets. We were waiting to get picked up, I'm sure. 'Cause we were always on the run. We were always just getting into trouble. But I always looked after Natalie, and I think that's partly why her mom really never fussed, because she knew I was going to always take care of Natalie. Right?
Right.
So what was some of the songs we were listening to yesterday afternoon?
Jeez. Oh,
Scarface. We listened to some Scarface.
I don't know who sings the Wallflower or
the Wallflowers, yeah. And we listened to some Journey. I mean, come on. We're all over the map here, guys. It's like everywhere. We do everything.
In the pouring down rain.
In the pouring down rain. And so, you know, the area of town we lived in, God, it was really rough. It was this really nice suburban town.
Yeah.
And I would tell everybody, man, I grew up tough. I grew up on the streets. Hardcore. Actually, me and Natalie,
We did. We did.
me and Natalie got our first sets of tattoos together.
Oh, yes, we did.
Yeah, yeah. No regrets. Maybe just a little bit.
Right.
Those look really cute in a wedding dress. I think I mentioned the tattoos to y'all before. Yeah, so she's the one that we both got matching tattoos. Don't be trying to hide your hands.
I know. I know. Always.
She is. Girl, what's that P stand for? We were always up to no good. No good. But we always had a good time, right?
We did.
We did. So today she came over to help me clean my pool, which was unsuccessful because me and Mike realized that the pump went out. So that sucks. But we got some sun today.
A little
bit.
We also got overheated.
Yes. Yeah, that's what happens when you're not prepared, I guess. So we were out there. I was cutting the grass. Yeah, I think that's what did it for me. I was cutting the grass. My grass was
Oh, I
high.
wouldn't. Yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't have done that.
No, she's sitting there laying out, getting some sun, and I'm sweating my ass off and looking at my heart rate on my watch. I'm like, oh my God.
And you were making me nervous doing that. I'm dead ass. I was like, that's why I asked you, what are you doing? You're like, oh, I'm just looking at what song's playing.
I really was, because I was trying to hear this song, and I saw the title of the song, but I couldn't see who was singing it, and I had to watch it loop through. But I really was looking for
So
the
every
song.
time I saw you doing it, I was
No,
like,
I
she's
was-
checking her heart rate.
I was
oh my God.
checking-
And now
no.
I'm all checking mine.
She's laying there doing nothing. Let me check mine real quick.
I was getting hot.
I'll tell you what, she is pretty known for her being paranoid and Anxiety, yes. So, and she has been a gracious person and passed that on down to her children.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. She would literally pick up your kids in a storm
2, 3, 4 in the morning.
if it was raining and there was
Whenever
thunder.
the
like,
beep, beep, beep came across the screen,
she was like, "We gotta go." Where would you go?
from Alvin to League City.
Man, I tell you what. So yeah, I had to deal a lot with her nervousness, and I think it's now just set into me. And so today, she's like, "No, I don't want to do this. I've never done anything like this before. No, it's gonna be easy. It's just like you just talking to me. Super easy." Now I'm sitting here and we're waiting to go live, and I'm like,
Hyperventilating.
I'm about to. I'm like, I'm never nervous. Mike is usually handling everything, and I'm panicked. I have no idea what I'm doing with my life at this point in time. And, I was given instructions on what to do and how to do it. So, yeah, that's what it is. But this week has been rough. And I got a chance to spend time with my daughter and my best friend. I got to spend time with you. So it's helped a lot, a whole lot. We got to just keep rolling with the punches. When things happen, you take the time to deal with it, live in that moment, and then you go about your business, do what you can. And if you can't do anything about it, then it is what it is. We just keep moving forward. So, yeah. So, Mike thinks that we didn't live a tough life. I've had these conversations for years with him, but he thinks we didn't have a tough. Did we have a tough life? Like, we lived hardcore, right?
I feel like we did.
I think we did. Yeah, when we used to hang out in Alvin.
I'm just about to say.
hanging out-
Hotels,
Yeah, living in a hotel.
emergency rooms,
Oh, tonsils being taken out.
some other stuff.
Listen, let's tell the story about your tonsils. Let's just go there.
Oh, okay.
So we're in a hotel that I had bought,
Living.
in a hotel that I had paid for because I was getting Social Security checks and I was living on my own. So we would go live this is how it would go. We would go live in the nice hotel. It was a pretty decent hotel, not really nice.
Well, it's
but
like a Best Western, I
yeah,
think.
yeah, you know,
And those
so
are nice.
they're nice-ish. And so we would stay there, and when the money started to get a little lower, we'd go to this really run-down hotel in Alvin. We would stay there for a little
Just
while.
to catch up.
Yeah, just in order for us to just kind of like. But anyway, so we were in Best Western. It was
20-ish degrees
I don't-
outside.
I don't even remember. I remember, and I could probably look it up, but I remember that I was getting my tattoo around that time on my leg. And I guess you weren't feeling great, but they decided to throw you in the pool.
So that's what I was wondering. Was I already not starting to feel good? Or was that the issue?
I don't know, because I just know that the after effect was her kind of running a fever. And listen,
We didn't have thermometers. We
No.
didn't have
she just wanted
to sleep.
Yes, and she felt hot. And so I tried to run her an ice bath. So they threw her in this pool that was cold. And then I ran her an ice bath to kind of cool her down. Yeah, you could hear she locked the bathroom door. You locked the bathroom door and turn on the hot water. 'Cause your ass
It was bad.
So then we go from there to panicking. So there was this guy that we were hanging out with at the time.
He was older.
He was older.
Father.
He was a father. I think at that point in time, he had 3 children. Same woman. And so you'd think he'd have a little bit of knowledge. And we knew better too, but we're panicked. Like we didn't know what the hell to do to help
I was
her,
out of it.
to help with her fucking fever, guys.
I was out of it.
We were like, what do we even do? So was it his suggestion?
I
Or
think
was-
you asked, hey, she needs something for a fever.
okay. But it was him that brought what he brought.
Yes.
So he decided to bring us. What did he bring us?
Some Benadryl
Some Benadryl.
for a fever reducer.
Oh my God. Like
Who
never.
in the heck does not know to bring Tylenol?
So the next day, and I think it was probably Thanksgiving Day. The next day, I ended up taking you to the emergency room.
It was.
And I take her to the emergency room, and her mom meets us there. And
We went in a taxi too.
yeah, we went in a taxi because I had money at the time. We hadn't hit that other hotel yet. So we were still in the Best Western, so we still had dollars. So, and that's when we didn't have Uber and Lyft and all that.
No.
It was
Taxi was it?
that was it. So we drove from Alvin back to over on our side of town. And it was about 15 minutes away. So her mom meets us there. And that was the last I saw her. And it was really, I was really sad because I'm like, now I'm all by myself.
Oh, you were sad?
I was very sad.
I don't remember too much
Okay.
like after the fact.
So I go back to the hotel. All right. And I'm there all alone. There's nobody. Everybody's with their families. It's Thanksgiving. And I'm all by myself. And I called my uncle who lived in Stafford at this time. And he had no idea. It was late. He had no idea this was happening. I call him and I'm like, hey, Theo, what are you doing? And he's like, not much, Mija. What are you doing? And I just start crying. And I'm like, I'm all by myself. I'm in this hotel. And he goes, listen, I want you to go to bed. And in the morning, I'm going to come and get you. And he did. Yeah. That was the
So you checked out?
yeah, that was the only Thanksgiving I have. No, there was one other time I ended up spending Thanksgiving with you away from my family. But that was the only Thanksgiving that I remember being all alone. And it was very sad because at the time, 17 years old, not at home with my mom and my brother. They didn't want me. Nobody wanted me. I was all by myself. Damn, this turned sad.
I didn't know this after the after story of it. I was still sick, very sick.
Because what ended up happening is that you needed to get your tonsils taken out. And she got them bad boys taken out.
And I got sick after.
Did you?
I started hemorrhaging,
Oh my.
bleeding,
Really?
because that's when you You came over after the fact because the black dress is after
Okay. Yeah.
the tonsils were
Yeah,
taken.
because it had been a little while.
Because I lost a lot of, I've lost weight.
She had lost a lot of weight, and she has a shape that just forms into an hourglass. And so she had this little black dress on that I was like, if I only had everything that she
It's
has.
the ugliest
like,
damn dress, though, if you think about it now.
I know it was beautiful on
God.
you. I was really jealous. I'm like, I ain't got none of what she's got.
But we really did. We really did.
We were cute,
Right?
and we just totally did not know it. Like we were just like, that's how it usually happens. You're like, oh my god, I'm fat, and I tell myself that right now. I am fat. I need to lose weight, and I've been working out. But God, if I could have my teenage body, how many
take half
people
of
have
that.
said that?
Right?
How many people have said, if I could have my teenage body again, hands down, let's do it. So yeah,
So, Mike, we did have it rough.
we did. I mean, did you ever spend Thanksgiving alone? I don't think so. Yeah. Living in a hotel all by yourself, sad and lonely, no Tylenol, only Benadryl.
Or somebody to know the difference.
Exactly, man. And it was funny because that person did my did he do yours too?
No.
He did my tattoos, and we had to.
He did?
Yes.
I never knew that.
Yes. So
The leg one?
He started the leg one. And so then we had another guy come in later on, like a couple of hours later. So the swelling is set in. And this is homemade guns, homemade, I don't mean to use homemade machines. And so he is literally going over the swollen skin, trying to shade and fix everything that this other guy did. And like to this day, the other guy is still amazing. I got to see him about a year ago, still as sweet as can be, just as sweet as can be. So yeah, no hard feelings. It just lasts forever, and I will always remember that. Like I said, the tattoo on my hand is supposed to be an S, and it's a 5.
Right.
So it is what it is. But we partied a lot in Alvin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alvin was where it was at.
And then you went to school, to an alternative school.
You got me in the school. You had to write my letter.
Look, I have a way with words. Again, her mom truly trusted.
Right.
Sorry, Big Mike is unavailable. Thank you. But thank you for joining us. So, so you see that these are the comments, they come rolling in right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So somebody's requesting Big Mike, but he's not
watching.
yeah, stalkers. So anyways, so she got into an alternative school, and her life just changed. Like, I'm like, who is this? We go from listening to Scarface, Big Mike, UGK,
Lord have mercy.
8-Ball, MGK. God, I always mess up the 8-Ball, MJG. You know what? My bad.
8-Ball.
8-Ball. We just go there. We just stop right there. But anyway, so she flipped the script from that to just straight up country. And don't get me wrong, I'm from Texas. I'm a very diverse person, so I'm going to listen to everything. And if that means,
Well, now country's okay.
yeah, but
Back then it wasn't.
no. And she was in love with it. So, and wearing her little Wranglers.
Okay.
What were they called? They were
Not ropers.
no.
I wore Wranglers because I would never wear what's the girl version?
I want to say it was the Ropers.
No. Shit. That's how much I really wasn't country.
She would wear her hat backwards, baseball cap. And her boyfriend at the time, who would later become her husband, who will later become her ex-husband, he would tell her she needed to turn her cap around. She's not a thug. I'm just gonna say that much.
Right.
And so I ended up pregnant, and then a few months later, she ended up pregnant. And that's what I'm saying. I did everything to always protect her. So when I was in labor, they gave me a shot of Demerol. And that just makes you high. That's it. That does nothing for you at all. Like, it just makes you high. And I'm there and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm in pain. And she comes in.
Big and pregnant.
I tried everything to hold it in. And I'm like, Natalie, I'm so high. And she's looking at me like, shut up.
I think I was more looking at you like I was scared to death.
Well, she was first looking at me like, don't say anything about the things that we have done. But and then I looked at her and I said, it hurts a lot. All the while trying to contain myself and not trying to be a screamer. Because she was there. And let me tell you,
I remember
my labor
you pushing with your toes and they didn't want you pushing. And you were like, I'm not pushing. And your little bitty ass Cinderella feet and your toes were pushing on the bed. And that's how you were getting your fill out of the push.
So my labor was nothing compared to what she had to endure. She had to endure her boyfriend at the time, again, who would later become her husband and later would become her ex-husband, yelling at her because he could see the baby's head.
Big ass head.
Just yelling at her and telling her, push you, pussy. I am not kidding. I'm not making that up. Those were his words. And I will forever be disappointed in him for saying that to her. Because you have no idea. Maybe get a kidney stone. Maybe you can get a little idea.
Taste of it.
Just a little. But she ended up having to have a C-section because she could not push that baby out. And I swear, she is bigger than she was big. I swear their scale was broken.
Oh yeah,
Because
for sure.
She had to have been a 10-pound baby.
For sure.
What did they say? She was 8?
8 something.
Yeah.
No. And when I had her, they were like, oh, 10 pounds in the operating room. 10 pounds, whatever. And then when they took her to the nursery, they were like, oh, 8, whatever. But hell no.
No.
She had cheeks that hung.
Yeah.
3
to
6 month clothing going home.
My brother just couldn't get enough of her because she was so chunky.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. That's what you said to Sam the other day. The chunky one.
Yes, the chunky one. So I was like, she was listing off her kids to my brother, and I was telling him who was who, and I was like, and that's the chunky one. Because and they were all you didn't have little babies.
No.
I think
they're all big.
you weren't allowed to have little babies, I guess. God said, no, you will have big babies forever.
Yeah.
And they're amazing. They're adults. Your youngest daughter, because you have 4, your youngest daughter just graduated last Sunday.
Right.
On your birthday.
Yep.
And you turned what, 29?
Yeah, I was about to say, really, Sarah?
29?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Because I'm about a year older than you. I'm like 30.
I think 31.
31? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I am passive.
Yeah.
So, but the youngest daughter just graduated, and she was supposed to be named after me, says me. Okay. But she insisted on naming her after her best friend. And I'm just like,
that's not really how it went.
That is a lie. Whose middle name is that?
It is Janie's middle name.
Okay.
But
that's not my middle name. And so I was like, because what was it? You wanted Elizabeth. I don't know how Megan came about.
The nurses.
Because I was saying she could have been Sarah Elizabeth.
And that don't sound bad either.
That's a beautiful name. That is such a strong, empowering name. Megan is beautiful, and she's strong and empowering.
So she didn't have a name for like 4 days.
Cisco didn't have a name for 3. He was supposed to be a girl.
Oh, really?
Yes. My aunt had to name him.
Oh.
So that's why he's got that big old Mexican name.
Like those nurses came in the 4th day, like, look, here's a list. We've all chipped in on names. Pick one, please. That's how that went.
It's funny because the oldest one and the youngest daughter they're definitely sisters. They look alike. But the middle daughter, she the mailman baby. No, she is definitely
White.
Yes. The other 2 have brunette. They're brunettes, blue eyes, beautiful, beautiful. And the middle is blonde hair.
Okay, so the other 2 are green eyes.
Oh, they're green eyes.
And then The blonde, blue eyes.
blonde hair, blue eyes. So yeah, it was just really crazy. And then the boy,
His dark green eyes.
see, because Natalie, listen, Natalie used to go around school telling people she was black because her family came from Trinidad. So in her mind, she was like, well, there are black people there, so I must be black. And that's not the case, obviously. She is, her grandparents were from India. And, yeah, so her son, like, except the middle one, she doesn't have that gene to golden.
Right.
But so the blonde hair, she's just kind of screwed. She'd be spray tanning, you know. But the boy has this caramel skin color when he gets out in the sun. Handsome. All of her children are just beautiful, but he is so handsome. So yeah, we I've known those children since before they were born.
Right.
So those are mine. And when Megan graduated, I posted, I was like, you know, she's my last baby.
Ramber girl.
Ramber girl. She's the last one. And, you know, I was very proud of her. Her sisters are leading the way, and she's going to follow and make her own path in this world. But she's going to college. So I'm very proud of that. No, you're not. Now, my baby, you know, the girl that wouldn't talk.
Who is that? Is that Sally there?
Yeah.
Oh, my job, Sally, is to do better than you.
Oh, dang.
Kidding.
The shots have been fired. So Sally is commenting.
How am I doing, Sally?
So the shots have been fired. Sally is. Yes, baby, your skin caramel too in the sun. Because you Mexican, baby. You Mexican. Your daddy and mama brown. So, but yeah, we were just talking about how when Sally was on here, she froze up. She just froze. And
Oh yeah, you weren't saying just kidding because I said it.
so she, you know, totally not her, but she redeemed herself when we did the phone call interview with her. She definitely redeemed herself, but so I was afraid Natalie was going to be the same way.
Oh, I said. Oh, you think Sally froze? Because I thought Sally did good. I was like, shit, y'all are gonna
Just see
whatever.
Lockjaw just having here, just shut it
Sarah,
down.
take over.
So, but I got a new car that Natalie had not seen, and
You sure you want Mike to know?
I don't give a.
You running this?
This is my show. This is my show. So I went and picked up Natalie one day, and I took her for a very short ride.
Shit. Yeah.
But it was like right by her place, so it's this little strip, and I put that little
Four banger.
that I wanted to call it a 4.8.
You well,
A 4-cylinder that acts like a V8 when I drive it.
like you
Yeah.
literally scared the shit out of me, for real.
Natalie's head was just like sunk into the seat.
I was staying away from the airbag.
Listen, I told y'all guys, I just need someone to get me on a track, and it's on. Give me 2 laps for sure, you know, to get the nerves off, and then I'm gone. I'm just I will be one with the asphalt. We will just roll together. So yeah, I took her for a ride, but everybody likes my car. Yeah, whatever.
What the fuck? Mike, it was scary.
Everybody likes my car, and I love it. Mike bought me my car, so it's nice. I like it a lot. It's the closest I've gotten to a sports car. My mom had a sports car when I was growing up, and that's how. First, she taught me how to drive stick on a Volkswagen, and then I learned how to drive her Supra. She had a 1984, in 1984, I think, something like that. Supra, Toyota Supra. And yeah, I've always wanted speed. Always wanted to drive fast.
You better be careful.
I am very careful. And I will tell you, I've been in car accidents before, and I promise you, and this is no lie, I have never been at fault for them. Never. One of the biggest major ones that I had, well, I've had two major ones. One of the biggest major ones that I had, somebody decided they were going to drive, they were driving a 1-ton truck, and they decided they were going to time the lights, and they didn't do a good job, and they T-boned me. So that was not my fault.
Where was that at?
That was in Pearland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right off of Telephone Road 35 and Main Street. Broadway. And so, and then the one where I was sitting at a light and another pickup truck slammed into me.
Where was that at?
That was in South Houston.
Okay. I don't know why I feel like you got one at 45 in Lake City.
Never.
No, not you.
Let's not do that, okay? Let's not have premonitions, okay? Thanks.
Nobody goes that way anyway.
Yeah, nobody goes that way. So, but did I teach you how to drive? I taught so many people how to drive.
I learned a standard from Tim, I think.
So I went to a memorial on Friday, and one of the ladies asked me, had I taught her niece how to drive?
You talking about driving, period?
Driving, period.
Oh, maybe, because I did drive back then.
And I remember, it took me a minute because my memory's bad, but I remember, yeah, no, I did teach her how to, I took her driving once, I think, at least.
Well, I know we tried. We snuck many
a
cars out.
Whoa, because Brian's car was standard.
I didn't know how to drive. So
Yeah.
you were going to be the
Yeah.
driver in that.
I was going to take the lead. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was tough with us, man. You know? We got to know. The only thing we didn't learn how to do, and I'm sure there's a YouTube video, was on how to hotwire a car. So, you know what you going to do. So, yeah, I don't know, it was a good time. We had fun.
Mm-hmm.
I probably, you know, if let me ask you, would you do it all over again?
If we're going like way deep,
Just our beginnings.
I mean, I had fun.
I had
A
fun.
lot of fun.
But
So a lot of that, yeah, I would.
would you? I wouldn't take back.
I mean, that's
Our
we
time
have to
together.
have some childhood.
Yeah, I wouldn't take back what we had. I just think some of the things I probably would rethink about. The fact that, I don't know. Yeah, it was tough. It was hard. That's why I say people think that it wasn't hard for me. It was really hard. You know, you grow up and your parent doesn't want you because you are wild. Well, you know, maybe I needed my ass beat a couple of times before it got to that extent. But I went through a lot
Oh,
of
okay,
stuff.
yeah.
You know, but I had went through a lot. I'd been going through a whole lot anyways. So, and I think you did too. You know, you came from a broken home,
Mm-hmm.
and then you were into a blended home. Well, I don't say would it be blended because your brother and sister are your brother and sister.
With a
But-
different dad.
Yeah,
though.
what you do. And
As much as I love him
I
now,
was gonna
it
say-
wasn't the easiest.
yeah, it wasn't the easiest, but never take that back because of the relationship y'all have now. The
No.
relationship you have now, you're his Natalie, and that's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I've always liked Ryan until he was snitching on us
Mm-hmm.
and telling your mom about us. Listen,
She
Natalie
couldn't
is just like her mom. And first of all, let me just make this very clear. I love your mother, hands down. If she said something, she needed something, I would double check with you and your sister, but I would do it. I would help her. I'd be happy to help her because she makes amazing
I
spaghetti.
was about to say it's all for the spaghetti.
It's the spaghetti and the chicken curry. Never had curry in my life until her mom made it for me, ever. And but she's an exaggerator. She is she is such the story weaver. Like, she will take your bean that you give her and she will roll it up into a bean burrito. Just one bean, and it is a full-size bean burrito. Like, it's just, and it's got meat in there and cheese. It's gonna be a California bean burrito or California burrito.
Those French fries and stuff inside of them.
Everything. she's gonna have everything in there. And so one of the things that me and Natalie, we were hanging out with some guys, and we got in a car accident.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know, were we talking? What happened on the phone? How did your mom find out that we were in an accident? I don't remember.
I don't either.
But I will say this much. Apparently we flipped like 6 times. We did not. We did not flip.
We flew.
We got some ground. We got
air.
off of it. Thank you. We got some air. We did, because we were jumping a railroad track,
Not just a railroad. It was a
like a very
Steep.
steep railroad track. You know, it was like up high, and I will say that. And so we got up in the air, and when we
in
landed,
a Cutlass Supreme type
Yeah.
vehicle.
and when we landed, the car lost control and it spun out.
We could have been dead.
See, this is her mom. So the point of the story is that she embellishes like her mom. So
I had a whole tree
she did not have a whole.
in my mouth.
That's what I'm talking about,
I
guys.
stepped out of the car and my leg was burned because everything underneath the car was on the side.
So like the muffler must have moved and detached. It was next to
Sitting next to us.
It was like, hey guys. So she ended up, yeah, her mom said we flipped. We didn't flip. We did lose the front end of the car. And
It was bad.
it was not a very, like a little fender bender.
Sarah's like, it's okay.
Yes, we're gonna be all right. You were in the front, or was I in the back?
I was in the front. I was in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were next to me, but I was in the middle.
I think I was in the back. I feel like I was in the back.
You probably were in the back.
I know. They always put me in the back.
No, Sarah wanted to be in the back.
Was somebody back there with me?
I don't know. Maybe.
Somebody had to been there back there with me, because if not, I'd be really pissed off right now.
We won't say why I was in the front.
You were navigating?
Navigating.
You were the navigator. Directions. Bad directions. So,
Yeah. No, I was the one probably laid back like this too.
so
Scared.
So that's what I'm talking about. The things that we've gone through. The stories are endless. The things that we've done. And like, my best friend is like, BJ? Who's that? I don't know BJ. Do you know BJ? That ain't funny. I know it. That is not right. Oh, for Natalie. Okay, probably why she
please.
that's probably why she was doing that.
Oh, shit.
We just read in the comments
They
here on
wish.
Twitch. She still had her tonsils at the time.
Right.
Oh my god. But yeah, and I think
Yes.
after our kids, we kind of like, we've always taken time away, not like intentional, just life just kind of happened. And then we've always come back and just picked up right where we left off. And just like you love my kids, just like I love yours.
Yes.
And she snitches on my kid, the eldest, the boy.
All the time.
All the
I need
time.
him to.
We can't talk about him. I think I'll have a heart attack. The anxiety has been kicking in.
I do it out of love.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, we that's why y'all wreck.
What
But
can I say?
we always stay in touch.
Yes.
She's I try to help support her. She helps support me, you know, like emotionally. She's been through, this pandemic has been tough, but she's been through a lot this year, and she's strengthening herself as a single woman, a single mother, and of a boy that has ADD,
Yep. Newly
diagnosed.
But it's not anything. It's strictly for school.
Yeah, and you've seen the improvement.
Oh,
So-
yes.
But all of her children are athletic, and the boy, he's gonna do great things. He really is, and he's gonna be like, I love my mama and I love my Aunt Sarah.
I hope so.
You know, that's what he's gonna say. That's what he's gonna say. We're gonna, and if I need to go whip him for you, you just let me know.
Right.
Because I mean, sometimes it's hard to whip them.
I know.
Because
That's when you
hurt because you're like, oh, it's so sad.
Yeah.
I'll go whip him for you.
Okay.
If he needs it, but he doesn't need it. He's a good boy.
He's been doing a lot better.
Yes. So yeah, she's been, you've been in a marriage for over 20 years, and then you find that you're not in love with that person anymore. And what do you do? So y'all decide, I think he finally pulled the trigger for you. Beat him. He finally pulled the trigger for you, and I'm sure reluctantly he pulled that trigger, but y'all ended up getting a divorce during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. And you're moving out on your own for the first time in your adult life.
Right.
And that's got to be tough.
Because I've been with him since I was 16.
16.
No prime time. No, none. Been locked down.
That means you're 36.
Does it?
Yeah, you're not 29.
Well, I've been married for 22 years.
You keep adding up the numbers. They keep going up. Just
who's gonna do some math?
So, it's been difficult for you, right? Okay.
I want that one.
No, that's mine. You get your own, damn it. So it
has been difficult.
But how does it feel to make the accomplishments that you have made?
I feel good about it. I do. Let
me ask you, in your marriage, how many cars have y'all paid off?
Cars? Mm-hmm. I know, huh?
How many?
I don't think any.
Any. Have you paid off a car since you
did?
Yes.
I sure did.
We don't need no man.
Nah.
Mike, I need to make sure you pay my car note, okay? Did that get taken care of? Just send that note. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
But that's what I'm talking about. I know you get sad when they leave to go be with her dad.
Oh, yes. So in the beginning, it was sad. Mm-hmm. Every other weekend. Then I started being like, oh, okay, I can do it. And then now we're back to being sad again.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
I think it's because you were dealing with it through school. So you had a school set schedule.
Yeah.
And you were busy.
Could be.
And you were busy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now there's no school. Mm-hmm. Summer.
Mm-hmm.
So
Could be.
It's a little lonely.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm alone. And I'm a needy person. Like I
am too. I need some
people.
Yeah. The people. So yeah, no, I get it. I get like that too. I really do, So we do what we can. See my producer coming through. Hey, how you doing?
Make an appearance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me, where'd I go? He'll be back next week. Just not today.
How are we opening?
I got you.
Okay.
So we it's hard when you are, and you're very close to your kids, as am I. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what's been going on here lately, is that I miss my kids. So when I
don't know how you do it.
Well, I'm an out of sight, out of mind kind of person, but with the girl, it was a lot harder. I missed her a lot. And but I think Dad misses her too.
Oh, so I'm sure.
I really do. I have seen him completely, she spends time with him, and I'm so glad she does, because she's got friends and she's living with her boyfriend, so she's got things that she's doing, but she comes and she spends time with him, and that's nice. And so, like I said, on Friday after the funeral, I drove all the way to her house. I mean, I am right there at the driveway to pull into her apartment complex. And I called my best friend and I was like, hey, you want to go have drinks? I've had a really tough week. You want to have drinks? And she's like, we're going to eat too. And I was like, yeah, I can eat something. You get like an appetizer or something. And she's like, I want to go. I want to go. She's like, I want to go too. And I'm like, okay. So I got to drive all the way back with her. And then I still had to drive her back home that night. And I'm just like, she's such a mess. But I was so happy, and I told her I cannot wait till you turn 21 so we can go drinking together. And I took her. I took her to go have a margarita. She and I.
They didn't say nothing?
No,
Did they even question?
no. I'm not gonna name the place we went to because I don't want to ruin our chances for the next time.
Okay. I mean, but it should be allowed or no?
I don't think it is.
Depends what their house rule is.
Yeah, I think so. So, I mean, being she's my daughter and she's only months away, like 3.5 months from turning 21, but she's still not 21.
Sally's coming over?
She's coming over they're going to watch scary movies, and I will not be in this house.
Mm-hmm.
Not happening.
I'm with you.
Because I know what they're about to watch, and that is real.
Oh, are they going to watch? We almost, but I cannot do spirits.
Nope. Me neither.
I just can't. Those.
I can do Freddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody chasing me. Okay.
Yeah, I'm running.
Yeah.
My little fat butt, little legs.
Something that just sits at the end of your bed or. Hell no. No.
Oh no. You look to your left, nothing. You look to your right, nothing. You look back to your left, still nothing. You look back and
Yeah.
no.
There's like a face right there.
No. And to know that stuff is true.
Yeah.
To that movie. No. Not me. Not today. I watched one scary movie here the other day with Mike, Sally, and Marco. And it was I forget the name of it, but it was like about this witch or something that these girls had they were trying to make sacrifices to make it come to life, and it would give them their deepest wishes. And there was just one scene.
You're not talking about the girl in the window. No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But there was whatever scene it was. I grabbed
woman,
Mike.
whatever.
Mike was sitting right next to me.
Mercy Black.
Yes. Yes. Mercy Black. Mercy Black. Thank you. And I grabbed Mike's shirt, like I slapped him on his stomach, and I grabbed his shirt and I'm holding it. He was like, "Okay, let's not do that again." I'm like, "The hell you say?"
I watched something called Unholy Mary. No. Unholy something. It's a scary movie on, I think, the Fire Stick. And it's about Mary. But the devil is acting as Mary. Oh, yeah.
Anything you
Oh,
start,
yeah. I don't either. I don't do that.
you start talking about my religion or just
That's me.
spiritual-
I'm like,
spiritual
yes.
stuff. I cannot
Churches,
do. No, no.
No.
I have faith that he is going to protect me. Don't make movies about it and make me scared that he can't.
So I'm saying, leave him alone. Leave him out of it.
Yeah, we good. I'm not watching it. Nope. And the thing
And it
is,
was Catholic too. And I'm Catholic.
I
But
know.
Catholic, I ain't gonna say Catholic scares me, but it is a side that is always the.
So for me, my thing is that she said, "Oh, that was a good movie." No,
Oh, the Mercy Black.
no, the other one that you were talking about. So, no, I'm just a little too scared for that stuff. That's too much for me.
Yeah, I don't do that either. I really don't.
And I still remember Paranormal Activity, the first one. I thought I'd be a good wife, and I'm gonna go watch this movie with my husband. And it was a Thursday night. I said, "Come on, they're showing it at the movies at this time. Let's go." So we go. And one of the main characters' names was Mika. Well, Mike's name is Michael. We slept with the lights on because I refused
That's
for him
how
to turn the
I am.
lights off.
I'm same
And
way.
every time I closed my eyes, I could hear her screaming, "Mika,
Ugh.
Mika." And I'm like, oh, it sounded too much like Mika. And I was just dying, just dying. I can't with these things, here's the thing, because I believe in these things. I believe in, just like I believe in God, I believe that there is evil and there's the devil. So I believe this stuff is true. And it scares me because I used to see spirits when I was a little
Especially
girl.
if you believe.
And I used to see spirits in my house when I was a little girl. So, yeah, I just can't.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Yeah. Michael Myers.
I can do that all
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah, I think I've gotten a little bit
I mean, even though you're talking about something that is way old, maybe that. But even if we made a Michael Myers 2021.
I like the one where it was Michael Myers and was it? No. I always get them confused. Michael Myers and Jason.
Mm-hmm.
I always get those confused. But I think it was Jason versus Freddy. That was fun to me.
But I think it was supposed to be.
I like that one. And Freddy, God, that was a scary.
You know, back in the day, that scared me. I ain't gonna lie. When I was young. But I think it had to do with it being a sleeping thing.
Yeah.
Something that you literally do.
Yes.
I was scared to close my eyes and sleep.
That was tough. I could see that. Yeah. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, you better lock your doors. 5, 6, grab your crucifix.
Oh, see, maybe that.
7, 8, gonna stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again.
You got the voice. Ew. God. Please.
So, yeah, I could do that one. And then I knew it was scary. And yes, just like you said, because we sleep. It was very scary, but I don't know. Those 80s movies were really scary.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cheesy. Don't you even dare. Fuck you, Mike.
I do.
I'm sorry if I'm not supposed to be cursing, but when he's sitting there sending messages on the chat talking about look behind you, the hell's wrong with you? I'm looking.
I already looked.
Did you? Okay, thanks.
I did.
So, yeah, those 80s movies though, they were pretty as bad as they were, made you look.
No.
As bad as they were.
Sorry, I just got something.
Is this from your daughter?
It's from me back in 2010, and it's a letter to future Megan.
Oh,
And she's having her graduation party today.
Yeah, she's with her
And she just
dad.
found it.
Who's not crying about
I don't know. I can't wait to read this later. I ain't
Oh
gonna lie.
gosh, we're gonna cry. We're gonna watch. We're gonna go and we're gonna.
Who the heck's legs are these? Sorry, keep going.
Oh, so anywho, so enough with the scary movies because apparently my daughter's gonna come do what she does and spends her time with her dad. They have always watched movies together, and they're always the scary movies. And
So Mike likes scary movies.
yes,
He's down.
yes. So him and Sally watch scary movies together. That's what they do.
And Sally don't go home and not scared to look at the corner of her room at night.
I don't know. That's a good question. Sally, are you scared to look in like behind the door when you go home?
Or behind the shower curtain.
Oh, the shower curtain is a good one.
Yeah.
Do you keep it open or do you keep it closed? I keep my shower curtain closed.
I do too.
Yeah.
I keep mine closed.
Yeah. So what do you do? Yeah. We those scary movies.
I
man.
would peek. Peek. Grow up. I tell myself.
No, I'd be yelling at them.
She said nope.
So yeah, she said nope. Yeah, I just don't do
Scary movies.
no, I don't. So I'll leave
It's
the
okay.
house. I'll leave the house. Shit, I may go to your house.
Okay, okay.
I leave the house.
Have you seen the what is that? Not Left Behind. What am I talking about? We just watched it. It's about a movie that you have to be quiet. The Quiet Place.
The Quiet Place? No.
You need to come over and watch that.
Oh my god, I don't know.
It's not really scary.
I don't know.
It's kind of like the Bird Box,
Okay.
but it's not a vision movie. It's a quiet
It's
movie.
a suspenseful.
You can't say a word. Like these people can't say a word, and some things happen, and it's sad. Sally, have you seen that?
I don't know.
Quiet Place.
I don't know. See,
Mike's probably seen it.
I got like all this tension in my chest now. Y'all scary movies. Oh.
I have holy water at my house.
I'm gonna need to drink that.
The Quiet Place isn't scary. Yeah, that's what I said. It's not scary.
I'm not saying that it's scary.
There's some jumpy parts.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah.
I've been too stressed out. Right, it's not the time. Today
But
is
it's
not
not
the day.
scary.
Today is not the day. So,
All right.
I think we are good. Can't even fart. That's how quiet they need to be.
I know. And that kind of sucks about the movie because it's a quiet movie.
Is it?
It's a quiet movie. They don't talk.
So the dialogue was shut up. Say nothing.
Pretty much. And there's a little bit of sign language. Ah, Mike. He said,
Beer's mouth. How do you know? Beer could be.
I don't have beer.
So, anyways, I think I'm done. Like, I can't handle any more of this scary. It's like making me all anxiety again.
Really?
Yes. I can't do scary, guys. I can't. So I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
I appreciate you coming.
I
really,
had fun.
See, it wasn't bad.
Not
right?
bad at all.
Listen, rip that Band-Aid off.
Right?
Next time you have to talk, you help me. And you helped me today because I was like, what are we going to talk about? And so you were helping me.
And we have a lot more stories.
Exactly.
We
I
do.
was like, man, we got some shenanigans. Next time, we just got to make sure Mike's not around at all. Because he'll be busting down the door. I'm going to lock it.
I was like, yeah, how do you block him?
Yeah. I'm going to block him for this session.
Mike's like, screw you. You
Yeah.
ain't taking my place no more.
We got lots to talk about, guys. It's not always about Mike. It really isn't. I'm tired of people thinking Mike's the main.
The show.
Yeah, he's not the show. I'm the show. This was all about me. It's always supposed to be about me.
He about to come bust through this door.
I know. No. But anyway, so guys, we're calling it. And it was great having Natalie here.
Thank you.
And if you want her back again, please
Thumbs it up.
Thumbs it up. Send us a comment. Send us make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, comment, and subscribe.
Thank Natalie for bringing her girls too. Thank you.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.